Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. So I don't know. I went on live today for a little bit, and I haven't made a video in a long time. But I kept getting asked if what's gonna happen with the government shutdown. And yes, I saw the vote video of the government trying to pass the vote to not shut the government down. But this is what happened. It basically called the bottom almost exactly, right? Like we actually had December 22nd. Being like a 35-day shutdown, something like a month out, right? This is what happened when that shutdown got announced, right? You basically bottomed and you just rallied from there. And you had the same thing happen back in 2013 with like Obama or something, right? And then here, we'll actually marked it. There you go. And again, it was in October like 18th, October 12th, something like that. It happened right around here, and then you rallied for like a full month and a half. So I want to say I'm pretty bullish right now as far as like the government shutdown, because the last two instances were basically just a full run up for like a full month. So I don't understand why somebody would freak out and tell you guys that the government shutdown is basically like bearish, right? I really don't think so, especially right now since we're on a daily bull trigger, right? We just closed it on the SPX, and I'm actually more bearish on something like this playing out, right, than anything else. Or we actually just closed them again. If you want these indicators, right? Look at that, fucking perfect. Look at that, boom, came right back down. Last time we closed like this was back in COVID, right? COVID, then you just came all the way back down. I do think we'll have some kind of retrace because you did close this, but ultimately it's looking like you're going to retrace possibly like halfway through the candle, like 444, 445, and then we're dumping down to like a $400 SPY. So longer term, I am pretty bearish. Shorter term, I think we do rally another maybe 20, 30 points or so, somewhere around that range. And another really good way is to set up your channels like this. And shout out to Steve for actually, running with these channels, and these things have been a freaking godsend, right? So they're super dope. And another really good way to know what's going on with these channels is you actually end up like that, right? You actually end up running your channels in between your current channels. So you have the monthly, right? You can drop down to the weekly, and there's your channel right there, right? You're essentially bouncing off that channel right here. So you came up top, came down. You might actually bounce from here, come all the way up again, but ultimately I think you have, right? Like you're essentially on trend right now, right? You can even make another trend here on SPX, like right there. Look at that. Boom, you have a trend right there. You have your bounce, right? And then we can actually change this. Let's go with like red, right? I'm just gonna do some real quick TA for you guys. Clone this. Shout out to Steve. He's the one that actually made these channels, and there you go. That's paid. Look at that, right? I would not be surprised if you come back to like recover to like a 435, possibly 445, and then you just dive down all the way back to like 400, possibly 394, 395 in the next, I don't know how long, right? But government shutdown, if that 45-day thing passes, that the government actually shuts down, I'm pretty bullish towards the upside. I think we actually rally. Let's actually check how many points that is. I didn't actually check how much we rallied. So from lows, this is what, December 22nd, right? Let's go for the next month. So 240 to 266, so about $20 you rallied. And then back in 2013, right? Back in 2013 again. From lows, let's go somewhere like around here. I think it was October something between here. So over here. So 170 to like 10, yeah, so $10-20 would be what like the rally that I'm looking for, and that's from the close, right? So from the close, 430 minimum, I say we recover back to like a 440, 450, maybe you wick up here something, I don't know, maybe you take a wick and then you come right back down. But ultimately this is what I think is going to happen. I think for right now we've actually started a push back up. And if we actually, the government actually shuts down, I'm actually more bullish for the next like month or so, instead of just being bullish for like the next week or two. But yeah, if that what is it called? That bill that they want to pass tomorrow for the government shutting down, if that doesn't pass, right, which means that the government will shut down, I think that we've bottomed. If that does pass, I actually think we'll see more pain to the low side. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.